Well, good morning, guys. Big A. I'm live on the rainy Station Camp Greenway this morning. It's beautiful, though. It's in the mid-60s. I don't have any complaints. I'll take a little bit of rain any day over the ice and the snow. What a great day it is today. It's exciting. We've got opportunities ahead of us. I'm pretty fired up. I got rested last night, got up, had my quiet time this morning. Big A's fired up and ready to go. Last week I was on the cruise with Dan Miller. How to live a life of significance, how to live good and do well, how to enjoy yourself. And we think about making more money. We think about all these things. But the thing that resonated with me the most was the stories that people at this conference told. And I started thinking about some of my stories myself, and I titled this, How to Have Your Own Inspirational Stories. A little bit, for me though, it was sad how many people didn't have any examples or stories as to how they had impacted other people's lives in a positive manner. And I want to tell you a quick little story. My dad died in 2006, about almost 11 years ago now. It'll be 11 years in October. And when he and my mom were dating, they got married. My mom went to a school called Goodlettsville High School, just outside of Nashville. And right after my dad died, my mom was in the car with me, and we were driving by the school. And my mom said, "I'm kind of sad." I said, "What's wrong, Mom?" She said, "Stop for a minute." And I pulled over in front of the school where my mom used to go to school. And she said, "You see that big tree?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Your dad proposed to me under that tree. And I'm sad because the tree is dying." You could tell it was no question about this tree was dying, which was a little bit ironic to me because it was about a year after my dad had passed away. Well, as a young guy, I'd heard that story, but I had forgotten it. So I took my mom home and I drove back to the school, and I went in the school and I said, "There's a big water oak tree out in your side yard and the tree's dying." And I said, "I want to pay to take the tree down." And they said, "We're going to just cut it down." And I said, "No, I'll pay to have the tree taken down if I can have the tree." And they started asking questions, and I would too. "What are you going to do with the tree?" So "I'm not sure yet exactly, but I want the tree." So I hired a tree surgeon. He came up there, cut the tree down. Well, I took the tree to a furniture maker. I took it to a sawmill first. And then I took the tree to the sawmill, had it cut up. Then I took it to a furniture company that makes furniture. And I had this beautiful table made out of the tree. And I gave it to my mom as a gift. And in that, I'd put a note. And I wrote a note coming from the tree, as though the tree were speaking, telling about the 100 years that it had stood there. And it was such a fun event. I told about all the events that had come and gone at the school. And then I said, "I saw Johnny propose to you that Friday night that you graduated." Well, my mom's just bawling. She just like is bawling. She still has the table 10 years later. It sits in her den. It's a beautiful table. And I tell you that for a couple of reasons. We talk about being inspirational, making money, being successful. But my question to you is, what are you doing that's going to last? Now, I'm going to tell you that table will be in our family for generations to come. When my mom passes, I'll get it. And when I pass, my girls will get it. What are you doing today to create that kind of memory? Now, I'm not sharing this with you to tell you that I'm something great or something I'm not, but it didn't cost very much money to do what I'm talking about. It's something, though, that my mom cherishes. She shows it to her friends. She tells people about it because it's meaningful to her. It means something important. It was an event that took place underneath that tree where my dad proposed to her, and she's got it now as a keepsake forever. What are the little things that you could do for your loved ones? What are the things that you could do for your children? Same way, I gave both my daughters and my wife a box, and they put letters in it that I write them and notes that they keep, and they cherish those things. It's not the money I give them or the tangible possessions necessarily as much as it is that we take effort and energy to do things that are meaningful. And my question is to you, if you're at an event and they're asking for you to share stories, do you have a story? Do you have things that you can share to encourage, not to boast, not to brag, but that you can encourage other people to do things for the people that you love? And I just want to encourage you to get outside of your comfort zone. Sometimes it's difficult and you have to put your thinking cap on and you have to think, what can I do for my wife or my husband or my children that's going to be impactful, that's meaningful? It doesn't have to cost a lot of money. People use that as an excuse all the time. Well, I don't have the money that you do. Okay, it doesn't cost money to do a lot of these things that are important to our loved ones. But we get so entrapped with making money and making that, whatever, getting the house paid for. We've got loved ones that need our attention, and we've got to do things that are important for them. So today, my question is, what are you going to do for your loved ones today that could have an impact for generations to come? Okay, think about it. I know you can do it. I look forward to hearing some of the things that you've done. Email me, post it on this video, and tell me the things that you've done in the past to encourage others, or tell me something that you're going to do for your loved ones today that will have an impact for generations to come. I'm Big A. I'm coming to you live from the Station Camp Greenway. Have a great day. We'll see you.